Hey guys and gals, Brandon here with another video on stage lighting and design. Today I want to talk to you about LED PAR cans. Now LEDs as stage fixtures have been around for several years, but many manufacturers have begun to produce some really impressive fixtures at super affordable prices. So before we get into the 4 different fixtures that I have here today to talk about, let's quickly look at the advantages of LED fixtures in your rig versus their incandescent counterparts. Now LED stands for Light-emitting Diode, and those little lights that once constantly blinked on the front of your VCR have come a long way in stage lighting. LEDs are a great addition to an existing rig, or they're a great choice for almost every lighting renovation that you may be looking to undertake. So let's take a quick look at their advantages. Advantage number 1, LEDs have much lower power consumption than conventional fixtures. This means that you can plug more fixtures into a circuit than you could previously. They also are great for portable applications where a room has a limited number of circuits. Now the second advantage is that LEDs radiate much less heat than a traditional fixture. It's a misnomer that they produce no heat. All LEDs fixtures have heat sinks to dissipate the heat. Some even have fans to cool the chips and the processors. So even though they do still produce heat, they produce much less, which is a major advantage in that all the energy you're consuming is being converted to light output and not heat output. This is also especially important in smaller venues where heat from the fixtures can be a problem. Now the third advantage is probably what has made LEDs the go-to fixture, color effects. With RGB red, green, blue diodes in a fixture, you can create more than 256 distinct colors with the manipulation of a fader. Now with the addition of white, amber, and even some ultraviolet diodes, the possibilities are ever expanding. And the third advantage leads right into the fourth advantage. LED fixtures make a rig much more versatile, portable, and affordable. Rather than having to have an entire bank of fixtures dedicated to red, a bank to blue, a bank to yellow, and so on, you can use one bank to create as many colors as you want. This makes the rig lighter, easier to change, and ultimately cheaper to purchase and maintain in the long run. Now there's lots of LED fixtures out there, so I'm going to show you 4 different types that we have here. Now the first one of these fixtures that I want to show you is a 10mm LED puck or Slim PAR. Now you can tell it's a 10mm diode fixture because with all the lights turned on it looks like a bowl of Skittles. Now these fixtures produce a pretty tight beam of light. Each fixture will have a stated lens angle, and this one is anywhere between 10 and 12 degrees. Now this is the least expensive of the bunch and great for general stage lighting from a median distance. Too close and you'll see the rainbow of color striations from the individual LEDs, and too far and you lose the punch. Also, because these fixtures mix light externally, they're not pleasant for your audience or congregation to look into. Mixing red and blue makes magenta, but when you look at the fixture, all you see are the red and the blue dots. The next fixture is also a Slim PAR design, but instead of 10mm LEDs, this fixture has tricolor LEDs, meaning that it mixes the light inside the lens. So with red and blue at 100%, instead of seeing red and blue dots, you see a magenta light. So it's much more palatable for someone to look at the fixture and know what color that you're trying to produce. This particular fixture has 9 3-watt LED dots with a lens angle of 14 degrees. We use these Slim PARs for element or accent lighting on elements within our platform. Our overhead rig is too far for these to be effective platform lights, but they could be perfect for other general stage lighting in different setups. This fixture is an LED Washbox. In the traditional PAR world, this would be a 50-degree fixture. Now it has 18 3-watt tricolor diodes similar to the last fixture. The difference here is that the individual lenses have a greater dispersion of light. Now this fixture is great for covering a large area, but it has its challenges because it's difficult to keep the light from bleeding onto screens and into unlit areas. We use these to light the back of the congregation for color, as well as to offer some backlighting to the platform musicians to create a silhouette effect. Now this last fixture is a Chauvet Colorado 2 Zoom. It's the most versatile of the bunch by far. It has 61 RGBW 3-watt LEDs with a zoomable lens. This zoom feature allows us to go from a beam spread of 7.7 degrees all the way out to 35 degrees. This is great in allowing us to pinpoint specific spots on our platform when we need to solo light something, but then we can back the zoom out to give a general platform wash while still being able to control where the light stops. This fixture also features a white diode, which allows us to produce some more pastel colors as well as some preset Kelvin scale colors to match our LED ellipsoidals that we have in the room. Similar to the 10mm fixture, this fixture does not have tricolor LEDs. The LEDs are individual diodes, so red is separate from blue, from green, from white. So again, these fixtures are best used for lighting where you can't see the source of the light, but you can see the end result of the color of the beam. If you're going to put them and use them as backlighting or lighting where you need people to know the color that you're producing, the tricolor LEDs in the PAR cans are more effective for that purpose. Now this is a little side note, probably more of a pet peeve of mine than anything else. If you have fixtures on your stage where they can be seen by the congregation or the audience, if the DMX display, if they're not auto dimming, try taking a piece of black gaffer's tape and covering the display. There are a few things visually frustrating as having a great lighting scene or a perfectly timed blackout and then being able to see a bunch of red DMX address numbers from the fixtures that you're using shining back at you. It's a simple thing that will make a big difference in your final product. As with all LED fixtures, you will need something more than a dimmer pack to control each fixture. We use a computer-based system with 2 universes of DMX. This allows us to preset all of the scenes for service. Then we print out our ProPresenter files and we mark where each scene change should take place. This allows a volunteer to come in and be very comfortable running a complex series of sequences with the same set of hardware that they use to check their Facebook. Be sure to check out our other videos on PAR cans and ellipsoidals where we outline the basic math that you need when deciding the beam and the lens angles for your fixtures, as well as our LED strip video where we talk about the best ways to combat LED color shadows. As always, if you have any questions about this video or any of our other stage design videos, leave a comment in the comment section below or tweet us at ps_Brandon Cook. I hope that this has made you a little more comfortable with the differences in LED PAR technology, and our prayer is that you will be encouraged to be creative in your context.